There's no contract, no waiver, no agreement that warns a black mother of the task at hand. Do you think that if a black mother knew that the little brown baby boy she coddled closely was somebody else's biggest fear, she'd be willing to risk his life? If she could see violent, no good, branded on her brown baby boy, she'd spend her life on knees and elbows trying to scrape away the grime and grit of society's views of her innocent brown babe. What if a black mother knew that despite countless lessons on how to address and handle white folk in Mississippi, her brown baby wouldn't make it back home to her the way he'd left? Instead, he'd return with his face beaten in, his eye popping out, and a bullet hole through his head. Would she pray away the burden of being a black mother, or pray that she had just kept him home? What if a black mother knew that while visiting his father, her son would get hungry, and while out grabbing a late night snack, he'd be stalked and hunted and never make it out? Would she shudder every time she saw an Arizona in Skittles, or pray that God had made her son a blue-eyed boy wonder instead of a brown boy? What if a black mother knew that there is a system in place to ensnare her brown boy while he's trying to be down? Boy, what if your mother knew that you were out here with your pants below your waist, hanging with some dudes that don't care if you ate or even prayed today? What if a black lover knew that on the way home from the grocery store, her boyfriend would be pulled over and be murdered in front of a little brown daughter? Now a black mother must console a black mother while earnestly trying to convince a little brown girl that no, not all cops are bad, even though a man with a badge killed the only dad you had. Little black daughters. Oh, the little black daughters. They become black mothers who have black sons, which they ache to see leave because one of their earliest memories was seeing daddy's shirt drenched out with red flags that scream, remember that man with the badge, and make I love you, make it home, more of a prayer than a see you later. See, nobody cautions a black mother of the struggle and strife that comes along with nurturing this little black life, where the warning signs and flashing lights that say, ma'am, I'm sorry, but your son won't make it home tonight. What if a black mother knew that sons would not make it to graduation? Who was there to warn the mother of Jordan Davis that her son would be gunned down at a gas station? A gas station. Who told Mike Brown's mother that the memories she had of her son would conclude with him sprawled across the street like some savage beast? Jordan Edwards, Oscar Grant, my mother, who is raising my black brother, who may be big for 15, but he's a big hugger, which I hope will never cost him his life, because one day in this world he'll be a light. What if a black mother knew that if her boy ever dreamed of being anything more than a statistic, his chances were slim and he'd have to work doubly hard at everything in order to chase his dreams, or that being a black boy is already hard and he needs double the motivation and triple the love and patience? But imagine if a black mother knew that she was carrying the muscle or martyr of a race in her womb. What if she knew that her brown boy would carry his sisters, his woman, and the weight of the world on his shoulders? Would she risk his collapse under the weight, or relish in the glory of raising a strong black man who after every accomplishment would turn around and thank his strong black mother? What if she knew that her brown boy would be the apple of a strong black woman's eye, and that they would raise a strong black family and be an example of what it's like when a black mother doesn't know, but she overcomes? What if a black mother knew that every sacrifice would render success, and that if she held out long enough, there's a message in the mess? Would she take the risk of heartbreak or trust God and seal her fate? What if a black mother knew?